Okay, so we're gonna look at the day one patch for Anthem. So to start this off, I'm just gonna kind of let the update scroll in the background, so that you guys, if you want, can pause it to kind of look at all of these and read them yourselves. So the first major one I want to talk about is the game crashes. It's good that we finally saw a fix to this. It was very problematic for people. We also finally saw decreased loading times for those of us using old hard drives, which is good. I still can't believe people were trying to defend this by just saying get an SSD. You know, this game should load decently on everything. Yes, SSDs are always going to be faster, but you can't just design games around people having SSDs. And they finally fixed infinite loading screens, which are all good, are all game breaking. It's good to see all of those out. Something they didn't fix, however, and I would argue is equally as bad as all of these, and we should have seen a fix for, is the 100% GPU and CPU usage. This is still a very potentially game-breaking issue, in that it can cause serious problems for computers to run with all cores at 100%. And I have never in my life, to my knowledge, played a game that's ever capped out my GPU. So I don't even know if there's some risk to that necessarily. But it's a severe problem that I can't believe is in the game still. It's been out for 6 days now, and we've known about this since the demo. And they really need to either address it, because they seem to think that it's people's hardware's fault, or they just need to fix it outright and just pretend like it was still problems. If there's some compatibility issues here, there's enough across the board of different people's computers that you need to fix it. Some other things I would have liked to have seen addressed that weren't is moving through Fort Tarsis is still really slow. So doing the missions is annoying because you have to move through Fort Tarsis, which is not great. They did finally address keyboard controls with this day one patch. They feel a lot better. It's not completely awful to play the game anymore on a keyboard and mouse. You can actually go play on a you don't have to just go play on a controller anymore, which is nice. It's exciting to get to use my computer's equipment to play this video game without hating everything. That being said, I still think it's better to use a controller. I think they can change keyboard compatibility all they want, but I still think the game primarily will always feel like it needs to be played on a controller, just because on controller it's a lot easier to do everything that you need to do in any given situation than a lot of the key bindings allow for on PC. But your mileage might vary on that. That's just kind of where I came. Something else that I would have liked to have seen added, they did not touch on, is some quality of life stuff for multiplayer. They made it to where if we disconnect in free roam and we reconnect, we'll reconnect in our squad. But they still don't have a spawn in on your squad function, which really kills like the co-op aspect of free play, because most of the time you spawn in one location that's really far away, and there's no way to they don't have anything in place to help you get to your teammates faster, and it's just not fun to have to go hunt people down. And you'll see me fighting, doing a world event, just because I didn't feel like going all the way over to teammates, and there's no way, to my knowledge, to communicate to your teammates that there's a world event at you, or to ask if they're at a world event, or to communicate at all unless you're pre-partied and talking. Now, don't necessarily quote me on that. I haven't really tried very hard to communicate with people in free roam, just because I haven't felt the need to. Because all that aside, even on some of the harder difficulties, I haven't really. And that being hard, I can't get into Grandmaster stuff yet, but on hard at least, it's still easy enough to where most of the javelins can just do the content solo. Aside from the interceptor, can't really solo too much as far as I've played with. Now, while they did address a lot of the connection issues to the game, they still have just general like enemy desync in the game where stuff will stop working for you. So during a stronghold boss, we have a clip of just enemies vanishing, abilities not working, attacks not registering, just everything, a perfect storm of why they need to either fix these connection problems, or we just need to stop doing always online games because clearly this stuff doesn't work. And if just because you want to do an online game does not mean that we should have to wait 2 or 3 weeks to have a good experience that isn't just connections are screwing up, so everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Once upon a time, everyone threw a shit fit about Diablo 3 being always online, and we should have learned from when that game's launch was a disaster that these just will not work. And yeah, you can look at it and go, oh, that was a one-time experience at the time, and I could give you that if we didn't then have every game after that consistently have problems on launch for online only games. It's not worth it, and for some reason we keep having it happen. They also changed how stronghold bosses drop their loot. Instead of giving it to you at the expedition screen at the end, they now drop loot on boss kill, which still to me does not help the one fundamental problem I have with the loot in this game, or even of strongholds, and that I do not find the Ember system fun. It's very obvious that they were just wanting to ape the engrams from Destiny, which I also don't think were fun. If you want to have it to where we can't see our stuff until later, that is fine. That's okay with me. Or if we can't equip our stuff till later, that's fine. I'm totally down for that. You do that to your heart's content. I can wait till the end of a mission to equip the new things I've got. I want to know what I got. Because if I'm farming for something specific, say I need a new weapon of a specific type that I just want to get a better one of, or I want to get a better, say on my storm javelin, I want to get a better storm seal or a better focus seal of one that I'm already using. I just want a stronger one. I want to know that I'm done farming. I don't want to get 5 rare embers and be like, am I done? Who knows? I'll have to end the expedition, go check, come back, and I may or may not be done. I want to know when I'm farming. And just because a successful game uses something doesn't mean every game should. And I feel like the hidden items hurt this game a lot. So another change that they did that really irritated me, still irritates me, and it's kind of baffling, is they changed the way the map works for selecting missions. They went from an open map with just all the icons on it and you just kind of pick where to go, to you now have a tab that takes you to the tracked mission you're on. Specifically, you can specifically see all of the free play nodes. You can see all of the stronghold nodes, and then you can just change your mission separately. I would have rather have seen them addressed the CPU, GPU, than a weird, bizarre change to the map that I don't think anyone was complaining about or asked for. But Let me know what you guys think. Unfortunately, we still have to give this game a no for purchase. Save your money, buy something better. Maybe wait 3 months, then check back to see if this game has enough content to make it worth the $60 asking price. But we'll be back at that time to ask this question again. And until then, you guys take care, and we'll catch you in the next video. Peace.